It's showtime. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Trippy Food live stream. And this one is, I'm going to call this one a tribute. This is a tribute live stream, and the tribute is for the 99 cents only store, also known as the 99 store in some places. So, for those of you who aren't keeping up on current events, man, the 99 cent only store or the 99 cent store is currently going out of business, and they're in the process of going out of business. So they made the announcement, I think it was April 5th. On April 5th, they announced they were going to start closing the stores, and the stores will be open until when? Until June, what? June, I've got that somewhere. They will be open until the beginning of June, and then at that point in time, the doors are closing forever. So if there is a 99 cent only store near you, and you want to check out what they have, I would advise going sooner than later. And the reason that I advise going sooner than later is because I went yesterday, and that's when I gathered up all the goodies that we're going to be doing on the live stream. And there's a lot of empty shelves. So they're not replenishing anything. And obviously, when things are gone, they're gone. There's a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff is 10% off. A lot of stuff is up to 30% off. I didn't see any other things that were more than 30% off. But when it goes, it goes. So if you're going to, especially some of the stuff that we're going to do today, if you're going to want to go out and get that, I would go out sooner than later. Again, it's not everywhere. There's not 99 cent only stores everywhere. Some people just call it the dollar store for short, but it's not the dollar store per se. There's Dollar General, Dollar Tree. There's all kinds of like discount dollar stores and everything. This is just one of them. And for the longest time, that everything there was 99 cents. And then I think in later years they started upping the price. I was going to say until recently, you probably can't find it there. Like they had Northwest salmon for $7.99. So you could pay like something, but the end of it was always 99 cents. And they're going out of business. So I decided we were going to do a tribute. We were going to do a last time shopping spree. We were going to go to the 99 cent only store, and we were going to, everything that we're going to be doing today on this show was purchased at the 99 cent only store. Who do we have in the room? We have Miguel Rangel, who looks like he was first. We have John King. Welcome, John King. We have Ice Hand. We have Jared Tierno and Eli. Yes, it is your Uncle Val. Your trippy pal. I guess it is. So welcome one and all, and we're going to get down to it. So I thought I would start out by kind of giving you kind of a rundown on the 99 cent only store. Again, because it's not everywhere in the U.S., it's mostly in the Southwest and Western United States. So some of you, like some of you back east and anything, might not know about the 99 cent only store. So I'll kind of give you a rundown. So the 99 cent only store is based in Commerce, California. For now, it initially offered all products for 99 cents or less. It was founded by Dave Gold in 1982 with locations in California, Arizona. Hi, Doodle. It's Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. Welcome, Doodle. Say hi. He's not saying hi. He's sticking out his tongue. He's saying, just give me the snack, all right? We both know why I'm here. I'm here for the snack. Just give me the snack. So we're going to give him the snack. He will be back later because that's how he rolls. There you go, you little junkie. No? You don't want that? You don't want that? I'm gonna leave this right here, and then when you want it, you can have it. All right. Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. All right. So the 99 cent store was founded by Dave Gold in 1982. They have locations in California, Arizona, Nevada, and Texas. So not everywhere. In the 1960s, Gold had inherited a liquor store, and he wanted to move some of the products. And basically, what he decided to do was he decided to price them, differently, or price them to go. And so, like you would do 98 cents, 97 cents, $1.09, or whatever. Nothing seemed to click until he went to 99 cents. And when he started selling things at 99 cent store, that was the magic number for him. Things started moving off the shelf when he priced them at 99 cents, and that rung a bell. And he says, hey, if that works, if it works with wines, and can you imagine paying 99 cents for a wine? I know this is the 1960s, but still. Doodle, here's your snack. Did you want that? No, you just want to be pet. Okay, that's fine. You're always welcome to stay here, Doodle. Doodles, Prince of Darkness, everybody. So he figured if that worked in his liquor store, that it would work for other products as well. And that's when he got the idea to do a store that sold multiple products. So his first store he opened in downtown Los Angeles in 1982. Yeah, 1982. And everything in the store was 99 cents, and it was covered by all kinds of radio stations and television stations and everything. And so it became really, really popular. And it is the popular mecca that we know today, for the time being. So that is the history of it. Now, the future of it is kind of up in the air. So they did announce that they are closing. They're closing all stores. They announced that was because it was for financial reasons. They're closing every single store. And if you, like I said, if you go into them, you'll see that there's signs saying that they're closing. They're closing for good. It's not one of those things where they pretend they're closing for good, and then next week you see that they're back open again, and then they're doing more discounts and stuff like that. They're closing for good. But there is a ray of sunshine on the horizon, if only for Southern California. So I'm just going to read this as is. On April 7th, 2024, Mark Miller, CEO of Pick and Save Bargains and former president of Big Lots, is planning to save the discount chain after the company announced it was closing all stores and winding down its business operations in California, Texas, Arizona, and Nevada. Miller said he has put together a group of investors, including some former 99-cent only stores executives, to try to acquire the Southern California stores and continue the chain's commitment to the community. The affected stores would temporarily close for up to 90 days after liquidation sales are complete, which would be the beginning of June, to make way for renovations and restocking, and then reopen soon afterwards. So it's not a done deal, but there is a bright ray of sunshine on the horizon that the 99-cent only stores, at least in Southern California, could reopen. And there was some talk about, like I was reading one article that was talking about that, saying they were going back to the treasure hunting mode of the stores. And I don't know, I'm not completely sure what that means, but I guess it means like there'll be special bargains that if you're hunting around in the store, you'll find the special bargain. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is 99 cents. And so maybe that's what they're going back to. So hopefully that works out. It is really huge in the community. And if you think about it, there are a lot of people who are on fixed budgets who, they have fresh produce. They have, meats and vegetables and stuff like that. And there are people who rely on that, people on fixed incomes that rely on that and who do their shopping there. Now, to be honest and to be fair, if you're doing all your grocery shopping at the 99-cent store, may not be the healthiest option for you, but it's the only option that some people have. So it'll be nice to see that it comes back. It would be nice to see that that they can restore that and still be part of the community. And then for us Trippy food hunters, it's a nice place to go and check that out and find unusual finds. So again, everything that we're doing today, all the beverages, all the snacks and everything are all from the 99-cent only store. All right, so I missed some stuff here. Oh, Janice came into the room and she said hi, Doodle. Doodle, Janice said hi. No, she's over there. She's over there. Eli says, I went to the 99 and stocked up on the Korean spicy noodles and also found some decent camping headlamps for a few bucks. Decent. Oh, that's cool. I should have looked for stuff like that. I was just in there looking for food, but I really should have looked for stuff like that. They do have, it's certainly nowhere near what they have at Asian markets for instant ramens and stuff like that. But they do have an interesting variety of instant ramens there. Let's see. Oh, Tom came in the room. Tom, welcome, Tom. Good to see you. Let's see. I don't know if I mentioned Adam Hebb. I don't know if I welcomed you to the room, Adam. Let's see, who else did I miss? Berkshire Bacon Lover is back. We have not seen you in a while. Glad you could come back. Wish I had 99-cent only stores. Sad, but where I am, anything like under $1.99 is impossible to find, even at dollar stores. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is the prices even went up at the 99-cent only store. They were no longer 99-cent only, but they ended in 99 cents. So it's like $1.99, $2.99, $3.99, $4, something like that. Times change. You can't keep that. I mean, like, can you find penny candy anywhere? Some of you are not even old enough to remember penny candy. I mean, how many are? But not a show of hands, obviously. But I think there's a little hand icon. You could do that. But how many out there remember penny candy? I mean, when I was a kid, there was a very, very old mom and pop grocery store. It had some had basics, really, really small, but they had a big variety of penny candy. And the thing is, you would go in there, they would give you a brown paper bag, and you would pick a whole bunch of candies, and for like 25 cents, you got 25 pieces of candy. Now, it's ridiculously expensive. I mean, back then, a Reese's cup, not the big cup and not the double one, but a single Reese's cup, 5 cents, right? Hershey bar, 5 cents, stuff like that. You guys forget that I'm old. So yeah, I mean, the prices change, things go up, and sometimes when you're a place like the dollar store, you can't maintain that 99-cent only forever. So let's see, what else did I miss? Everybody saying hi to each other, which is cool and nice. The Dusty Beard is here. Now, Dusty Beard, I do not recognize your name. So perhaps you were here before and I just neglected it. I'm very sorry if that's true. But if not, kind of introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from. I don't need street address or anything like that, but just the closest metropolitan area is fine. And what brings you to the channel, Dusty Beard? John says, I have a brisket in the pit right now. That sounds delicious, John. I would be too, I like to cook. My mom, when we were kids, we were raised by my mom, and she taught us all how to cook, and I cook a lot of stuff. But I would be I don't know that I would be comfortable in a pit barbecue situation and everything, but good for you, John. That sounds really delicious. John, I have a suggestion for you. After you slice that, put on some roasted maggots. I think that would taste really, really good. Let's see. Oh, Richmond, Virginia. Okay. Been to Richmond a few times, mostly overnight. So it was like a stay going between when my second child was living in South Carolina and would go down to visit them. I would stay in Richmond, Virginia. And, it's not the halfway mark, but it's kind of like the comfortable mark where it's a short distance the next day and everything. So yeah, I've been to Richmond, Virginia a few times. A couple of really nice restaurants that I've eaten there, and it's a nice little city. Only one mom and pop store had penny candy when I was in grade school, but I mostly remember 2-cent candies. Yeah, I remember the penny candy. So, inflation and everything, it does go up. So now it's is there any place? Yeah, I was going to say, is there any place that has loose candy? They do, but I think it's by the pound when you do that. I know IKEA does. I know, if you go into the grocery section of IKEA, where they have the Scandinavian groceries, they do have a lot of individual little pieces of candy. And I'm pretty sure it's by the pound. So you fill up a bag with it, they weigh it, and that's what they charge you for it. I don't think they would, if you went up to the counter with one piece of candy, they would say, okay, that's 5 cents or that's 1 cent or whatever. So it's by the pound. And they're probably making a lot of money on it anyway. Let's see. Seen you with Matt a bunch of times. Oh, on Reckless Eating, Dusty Beard? Can we call you? We'll call you Dusty if that's okay. We don't have any other Dusties in the room, so when we say Dusty, you'll know it's you. So welcome, Dusty. Glad you could make it. You will find that we have a very welcoming and warm community here. No one's abusive. No one trashes other people and everything. So it's a pretty cool place. We try to maintain a environment that is family friendly. We're not a family channel. We're not but we try to maintain one that's family friendly. So. I guess I could just go over a couple things about. So if you've seen me on Reckless Eating, you'll know that Uncle Val has some salty language sometimes. But we don't do that here. Here again, we try to make it family friendly. So you can watch this. You can watch our live stream. You can watch the episodes with your kids in the room and not have to be embarrassed and have to explain stuff in their room. So yeah. So we just ask that we try to maintain that in the community, and people are great about that and have been so far. The other thing is 2 things that we don't talk about. We will not talk about on this channel at all. One is religion, and the other is politics. And the reason that we will not talk about that is because everybody has an opinion on it, and everybody's opinion is different. And if we started getting into a conversation about religion, or we started getting into a conversation about politics, there goes our 2 hours, and we're a food and travel channel. So appreciate your help in that. We have a 3-strike. We have a 3-strike system. So basically, we will warn somebody and go be careful there, and then they'll usually retract it. And then if it happens a second time, then we'll put them in timeout and delete the comment. And then if it happens the third time, they get banned. We have never had to ban anybody on this channel. As a matter of fact, I don't think we've ever gotten past 2 strikes. There was one person, and they're still, they never got to the 3rd strike point. So they pop in from time to time and everything. But they did get to two strikes, but they never got to 3. So just wanted to kind of let you know that that those are the ground rules, Dusty. And it's more of an outline than rules per se, but we just want to make sure that this is a environment where everybody feels welcome and that we're interactive and we all have a good time. That's basically what we're here. We're here to eat some stuff, share some stories, and have a good time and appreciate every single one of you. Now, a lot of the people that I mentioned who are in the room have been with us for a very, very long time. And then we have newcomers like Dusty Beard. So please welcome Dusty Beard. Everybody, give Dusty Beard a warm and hearty Trippy food welcome. All right, there we go. So there we go. Usually is by the quarter pound. Knott's actually does that by the quarter pound. Yeah, that's pretty standard. So it's not by the piece anymore. Very few places are by the pieces. Now it's by weight. R.I.P. O.J. Simpson. Sure, he's a person. R.I.P. Yeah, but there you go. Not looking to start to get into trouble. No, I didn't think you were, Dusty. I just wanted to let you know, if this is your first time here on Trippy Food, you've seen me on Reckless Eating, and that's a different environment, and that's where you get to see Blue Val or Salty Val or however you want to call it. So I drop F-bombs over there, And I think Matt beeps them out now or censors them now, and I think he has to because I think it's like a terms of service thing with. I kind of really feel bad for Reckless Eating because they were huge. They were huge at one point in time. Their fan base loved the videos because of the types of videos that they were doing. So they were doing things like chugging contests, chugging alcohol. Getting obviously drunk on camera. There was vomiting happening, and it not necessarily because they were drunk, but because they were eating things that were disgusting or large quantities of stuff. And in the process somewhere, YouTube changed their terms of service, and they said you can't have those videos anymore. You need to take them all down, which they did. And in doing so, they lost a large chunk of their audience who kind of liked those videos and everything. And so every once in a while, YouTube comes out and they change their terms of service and they say, can't do this, can't do this, can't do this, and everything. We're good because we generally don't do those kind of things anyways. We do alcohol on our episodes. So like we have some episodes that are devoted to the individual episodes where we'll try a beer or we'll try some sort of alcoholic beverage or something. And then on our live streams, we always have our adult beverage and we have our soft drink. So, but the thing is, we're not chugging it. We're not, getting abusive with anything. So, we're good for now, but I do feel bad for the channels where they had to take a lot of videos down. Even some big channels like LA Beast, they had to take a bunch of stuff down too. So, it is what it is. All right. I think he just doesn't want cussing in the first 15 seconds because it limits ads. Yeah, something like that. And they're always like doing something like that. Like I just noticed that there was a notification. I've never seen it before, but the notification now says that if your video is less than 10 minutes long, you're limited to 1 ad. So it's not that you don't get, because I was mistakenly thinking that you don't get monetized, and that's not true. You still get monetized, but you only are limited to 1 ad if it's less than 10 minutes. So, but I was talking to Tom, old guy in Colorado, about that, and he and I are on the same page. It's that like if it's less than 10 minutes, it's less than 10 minutes. If we get 1 ad, we get 1 ad. We're not in this for the money. If I was in this for the money, if I was in this to make a living, I'd be screwed. I made something like $400 last year, $400, and that's I not huge following by YouTube standards, but a decent following, and yeah, so. It is what it is. I think Tom and I have the same philosophy, and we're here to enjoy ourselves and have fun while we're doing this. Even if sometimes we eat things that don't really seem like we're having fun with it, we do have fun with it. And we're doing this, so we can share this with you guys and everything. And if we make money, we make money. If we don't, we don't. We don't. I have a day gig, and I think Tom is retired, so it is what it is. And there you go. So kind of went off track on that, but it was because like Dusty came in. I just wanted to kind of give him a background and everything. And then, maybe as a refresher for everybody else. So it is 1:20 p.m. We might as well get started. So we're going to get started. Again, a reminder that everything here is from the 99-cent only store. And again, if you want to go out and try the things that we're getting, you better get out there because I don't know how long they're going to last. All right. So we are bringing back the cards this week. Last week was a little bit different because we were doing live reviews. By the way, how did you guys like that? Would you like to see more of those? I don't necessarily think we should do one every live stream, but maybe every once in a while we do a live stream where we're doing live. Here, let me do this as a poll. I think that would be better because then we don't have to, muck this up. Where's my poll stuff? Where is my poll stuff? Oh, there we go. Start a poll. That's what I want to do. I can't talk and type at the same time. Oop, I spelled something wrong here. One moment. Reviews. There's a W in there. There we go. Okay. Poll has been started. All righty. I agree with you, Val. Money is not the goal. It's to enjoy and have fun making a video. Well, yeah, it is to a certain extent, but like Matt, that's the only thing Matt does. Matt doesn't really do anything. He in the past he has worked for I think it was Verizon or someplace like that. So in the past he has had jobs where he's worked at other places and everything, but he makes his money. Nowadays, because of those terms of service changes on YouTube, I think he makes most of his money on Twitch doing the streaming. So he gets donations doing the streaming on Twitch, and that's where he makes money. But that's his job. That's what he does for a living. So in his case, he has to do what brings money in. So I like the way he does it, and I like his format and stuff. But for him, money is important because that's how he makes a living. That's how he pays his rent. That's how he pays for his insurance and stuff like that. So for him, it's important, and I agree. And he has to be very calculated about how he does stuff. So there we go. All right, first question. First, I'm going to have a sip. I made some tea, and last time I put it in that double insulated, not a thermos but cup, and it stayed hot. It stayed too hot. This time I just put it in a regular coffee cup. So this is I think I'm trying to remember what the name of the company is. I want to say Constant Comment, but that might not be true. But it is Lemon Zinger. They used to have something called Red Zinger. I haven't been able to find that, but it's called Lemon Zinger. There's hibiscus in it. There's lemon in it. There's lemongrass in it. It's Lemon Zinger. I put a little bit of honey in it, and it's good for the throat. So I have these kind of allergy things going, and it's helpful. So cheers. Helps me talk for 2 hours. All right, so the question is, the aku, AKU, the aku form of the Hawaiian dish poke is made with which fish? Take a guess and you'll probably be right. The aku form of the Hawaiian dish poke is made with what fish? We're going to put that there, and we're going to go to our adult beverage. This has, I'm frightened, written all over it. This makes me really nervous. It looks like a regular glass bottle, but there's a wrapper around it, so you can't see the beverage inside. It's one of those things that on the label, it tells you to serve chilled. This is from a company called Happy Wine Sodas, and they only have 2 products. So this is one of them, and the other one is Happy Haunting Chocolate Wine Soda, right? And I imagine that that's only available around Halloween. Now, again, I have never seen this anywhere else. I don't know if they'll have this at your local Total Wine and More, but I think it was like $3.99 or something like that. So this is a wine soda. And so you think a wine soda is watered down, but this is still 7% ABV. So this is going to pack a little bit of kick. Taste the orchard. It's Happy Harvest Spiced Apple Wine Soda. So let's see. Product USA, cellared and bottled by Flying Blue Imports in Hammondsport, New York. It is grape wine, just in case you thought it was some other kind of wine. Grape wine with natural flavors and certified color of FD&C yellow. They make it yellow, but it's wine. All right. Yeah, I think that's about it. Scan this QC and everything. So not a lot. There was not a lot of information about the company itself. Like I went off the website, did a little bit of as I try to do with all the products, try to do a little bit of research and find a little bit about the company. And there's just no information available. So I don't know if they this is made by some other company, but they have this narrow thing where they're, I don't know. I honestly don't know. So here's what we're going to do. This is spiced apple grape wine with natural flavors. Best served chilled. That's a frightening thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I can see that it's a screw cap. So I'm going to screw this cap off. Now, in the event that once I screw that cap off, there's going to be a cork in there, Richard Simmons is here. And Richard Simmons will help me out because Richard Simmons has I know what you guys think that is, but it's actually a corkscrew. So in a perfect world, this is a bottle of wine and it has a corkscrew in it. This is not a perfect world, and I have this feeling that I'm going to unscrew that, and that's going to be it. So here we go. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. No cork. Oh, that's weird. It smells like apple pie. It smells like apple pie. That's weird. All right. So because this is a wine soda, we're going to use a wine glass. Now, I have to be very, very careful here because Uncle Val is not the most coordinated person in the world. These are crystal. Wait. Let's have some fun. I like to have fun. We came here to have fun, and we're going to have fun. See if I can do this. You guys ever do this? You can do that with crystal. And what happens is, there we go. Isn't it the coolest thing ever? I'm just so easily amused. Oh my God. Was not expecting that. Oh, holy night. You guys seeing this? Oh my God. It looks like NyQuil. Wow. All right. Cheers. Maybe I should let it breathe a little bit. It's suffocating to death. Tastes like apples. It tastes like Granny Smith apples. But that's kind of nice. I'm tasting more apple than grape. It says grape wine. Tasting more apple than grape. And again, because it's spiced apple, I'm getting those like apple pie spice. Literally tastes like apple pie. Wow. All right, so I'm kind of torn on this one. I forgot my little, there it is. I forgot my little thumb thing. It's all the way over there. I just don't feel like going over there to get it. So we're going to actually use real thumbs today. All right, here's the thing. There's no way in hell I would serve this at a fancy dinner. This is I actually like this. It's really sweet. It just tastes, to me, it tastes like an apple pie. And I have to give it a thumbs up. but it's so weird because I don't. Some part of me doesn't want to give it a thumbs up because it just tastes. I mean, it tastes like if you're trying to compare this to like a fine wine, it's nowhere in the ballpark. It's nowhere in the ballpark of a fine wine. It tastes. I mean, it's natural flavors, so that's a plus. It's like everything tells me that I shouldn't like this, and yet I do, and I can't understand why. I mean, it look at it, look at it, look at it. Everything tells me I shouldn't like this, but for some bizarre reason I do, and I have to give it a thumbs up. It's like it's one of the few times in my entire history where I just feel so weird about giving it a thumbs up, but I have to, and it's kind of weird. It's really kind of weird. So yeah, that's a thumbs up. I don't know why, but it is. It's a thumbs up. That's bizarre. All right, so let's go back to our question. Maybe like the old wine coolers that had no wine in them. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it doesn't taste like wine. I mean, it does say wine soda. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing that kind of perks it up a little bit. Like I think, what did they call it? Like a wine spritzer, right? It was when you added like carbonated water to a wine. They called it a spritzer, but it doesn't taste like a spritzer. It's not like you get that. They do call it a wine soda, but it's not like you get that carbonation fizz. It's there. It's like a tingle. It's there. It's just an odd, really odd drink. And for some reason, I like it. And I don't know. I feel guilty about liking that. It's just really weird. But, I have to give it a thumbs up. I honestly have to give that a thumbs up. I don't know. It's really weird. I see that like drinking that with dessert. You have a dessert or fruit tray, fruit and cheese or something, maybe drinking it with fruit and cheese. I would not serve that with food. Like I would not serve that with a meal. No way. But it's just so weird. I don't know. Wow, that's just really weird. All right, let's go back to our question. The question was the aku form of the Hawaiian dish poke is made with what fish? So let's go back and see. Let's see. Janice Yamanaka said tuna. I said Coney Island whitefish, which technically is not a fish, but I love the answer. Tom said quatfish, which is always the correct answer. That's like the only guesses, and the correct answer is, in fact, tuna. So did you know, or in the words of Maxwell Smart, did you know that poke was originally a snack for fishermen made from offcuts? So basically, they cut the fish, they cleaned it and everything, and all the little bits were left. So yeah, I did not know that, but I like learning. So I think you should learn something new every day. Do you guys? I honestly think you should learn something new every day. All right, so let's move on to our next snack. Let's go ahead and read a card. And the question is, what part of the pig is used to make Parma ham? Again, the question, what part of the pig is used to make Parma ham? And it is not the oink. All right. So we're going to let me get this out of the way, and let me put the cap on and preserve that loveliness or whatever that is that's in there. Really weird. Really, really weird. All right. And we're going to do this next. So this, again, everything is from the dollar store. And this is Ben's Original Chinese 5-Spice 10 Medley. So this has multiple grains. It says 10 different grains. 10 different grains, vegetables, legumes. Legumes are like peas and beans, and herbs. And the flavor is Chinese 5-Spice. So if you're not unfamiliar with Chinese 5-Spice, you can go out and buy some Chinese 5-Spices. And Chinese 5-Spice is used in Chinese cuisine. It's for a lot of stews and soups, and it has a very, very particular aroma. So like when you're cooking something in it, and you smell that, coming up off there, everything is a very distinctive smell. And it can vary what those 5 spices are. In this particular case, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 in this Chinese 5-spice, but typically there's 5 spices. So this particular one, and again, I didn't use this in here. I'm just showing you what 5-spice is, if you don't know. So the 5 spices in here are the 6 or 7 spices: cinnamon, star anise, fennel, ginger, cloves, white pepper, and licorice root are the 5 spices in here. Now, here's the thing that I find unusual. Fennel, star anise, and licorice root all have very similar flavors. This is really interesting. I actually use this like when I'm making noodles. I'll put a little bit of this in the water when I'm making noodles, and it's kind of a nice taste. Now, I will tell you, obviously, when you look at the bag, I don't know if you can tell that it's already been opened. I had to open this one ahead of time because you have to heat it up. What I wanted to do is I wanted to heat it up and then put it back in the bag. But once you heat it up, it's like compressed in the bag. And once you put it in the pan, heat it up and everything, it expands. And so I wasn't going to be able to get it back in the bag. So let's see if it tells you what. Okay, there's a lot of ingredients in here. There's barley, brown rice, carrots, corn, green beans, pea, ginger, red bell pepper, mushroom powder, onions, garlic, yeast extract, soy sauce powder, green chilies, ground fennel, ground star anise. So there's the 5 spice, ground clove. Yeah, that's it. So it sounds like good stuff in here. May contain cashews, coconut, milk, peanuts, and sesame, probably because of where it's made. Yeah, I mean, it actually sounds good. It actually sounds like there's good stuff. Now, as far as the brand goes, Ben's Original, you might recognize the packaging. You might recognize the name. You might recognize the lettering. The company or the product is now called Ben's Original. Now, Ben's originally was Uncle Ben's. So Forrest E. Mars Sr., yes, that Mars, formed a partnership with Eric Husenlaub in London and began producing Uncle Ben's converted rice in Houston, Texas in 1943. In 2020, they reevaluated their product and they repackaged it and renamed it. So it is no longer Uncle Ben's, and it is now Ben's Original. And we're just going to leave that at that, right? We're not going to get into a discussion about that. So it is now, the product is called Ben's Original. So if you used to go to the grocery store and you used to look for Uncle Ben's, you're not going to find Uncle Ben's anymore. It's going to be Ben's Original. All right. So I heated it up, and that's what it looks like unheated. Let's see. See if we can get that without spilling that all over the keyboard. I say no. Of course, I'm going to spill it all over the keyboard. I can't get I don't know what the sweet spot is there. But there's a lot of stuff in here. It smells really, really good. I'm just going to eat it out of here. So there's like so many vegetables and so many grains in here and all the spices. There's a lot going on. I want to taste the soy sauce right off the bat. And I do taste those spices, especially like the anise and the licorice. Definitely tasting those. Chocolate chipotle tuna melt. Chocolate chipotle tuna melt. Now, that could actually work, Eli, and I'll tell you why. Because in a lot of Mexican, especially Oaxacan cuisine, their moles are made with chocolate. So I could see where that could work. Eli, do me a favor, put that in our suggestion box. And if you don't remember where the suggestion box is, let me know and I'll point you to it. Homemade cabbage rolls for dinner. Is that like stuffed cabbage? Is that what you're talking about? It was like the rice and the meat rolled up in cabbage, and then I don't know. I don't think it's roasted. I think it's steamed or something. But yeah, I love those. I think some people call those pigs in a blanket, but then other people call pigs in a blanket like sausages in the roll. This is almost like a very moist fried rice. The particular spices used in here makes it really unique and interesting tasting. The texture, the rice is cooked like it's not. It's almost like sticky rice. It's like the texture of sticky rice, but then there's some of the grains that have the hull still on them, I think, and that adds like a little bit of grittiness to it. I'm not saying that in a bad way. This is really good. I think what would make this better is if you cut up like little tiny cubes of either some kind of beef or pork, and you add that to that. That would be really, really good. And maybe while you're making it on the stove, maybe even drop an egg in there. That would be nice too. I would do something small, like maybe quail egg or something. That would be really good. This is actually pretty good. It's not outstanding, it's not amazing or anything like that, but it's pretty good. And I'm gonna go ahead and give that give it a thumbs up. Yeah, maybe not an enthusiastic thumbs up, but a thumbs up nonetheless. Would it be good with curry? No, that'd be too much. That'd be too much to add curry to that. There's a lot going on there as is. You got all kinds of vegetables in there. You got all kinds of grains in there. You got the 5 spices. I think adding curry in there would be way too much. It's just over the top. That's just my opinion. But Scott, if you manage to find this and you have curry and you want to put some curry in there, be my guest. I just think with all the spices that's going on right there, adding curry to it might be a little bit too much. The question was, what part of the pig is used to make Parma ham? And the answers were, Ice Hand said the snout. Berkshire Bacon Lover, it sounds like he would know, said the leg. Tom says quat, but that actually the term quat might actually work there. Janice Yamanaka says hind leg. Looks like all the guesses. The answer, of course, is rear leg. Berkshire Bacon Lover, I'm going to give that to you because you didn't specify front or rear leg. You just said leg, so that's valid. Yeah, it's rear leg. Did you know that Parma ham has protected status and must be produced in a specific area close to Parma? Did you know that? Did you know? Did you know that at this very moment? Yeah, that's a thing. So very, very good. Let's see. Scott Mansfield. By the way, did I recognize you? Did I welcome you to the room, Scott? I'm not sure if I did or not, but welcome, Scott. Did I miss anybody else? Please. I immediately responded to Berkshire Bacon Lover. I noticed that he entered the room, but I don't know who else did. So please, you guys, keep me honest, and I don't want to neglect anybody. So if somebody else came into the room, please let me know and let me know that I gave them a proper greeting. I just ate homemade chili made a little too hot for my taste. Rice may have helped. Yeah, we'll just put it on top of rice. That's fine. That's cool. Sometimes, and I know this sounds really weird. Sometimes I'll make glass noodles, and I'll put chili on top of the glass noodles, and I'll eat it like that. I mean, chili on top of spaghetti, it's not a strange thing. That's how they eat it in Cincinnati. But Cincinnati chili is much different. I don't know if you guys have ever had Cincinnati chili. Cincinnati chili, there's vinegar in it. There's chocolate in it sometimes. There's cinnamon in it sometimes. It depends on which one you're getting and everything. But it's mainly designed to be a topping for things. So you can have a coney, which is that chili on top of a hot dog, and then you have 3-way, 4-way chili, which is usually served on spaghetti, and that means like it has onions on it. It has onions with it. It has cheese with it. All these things with it. So if you have not had Cincinnati chili and you've not had the way Cincinnati chili is served, I recommend that you guys try that. So there we go. Also earlier today went leek digging, found a ton, and I'm going to make leek dip. I didn't know they grew wild. That's interesting. All right, I think OG made some for a stream. I lost track of which one we were talking about. You're talking about the chili, or Cincinnati chili. Tom, did you make Cincinnati chili for one of your streams, your live streams? Skyline to sell it in cans here at Wegmans. I have not seen Scott. Where remind me again where you're from, because I have not found Skyline, and I don't know if Gold Star does theirs in cans as well, but I know Skyline does. When we were working with the Trips in Canada, we were doing a collaboration with them, and we were making what is that? The walking taco, but I can't remember what they call that. Oh, Frito pie. We're making Frito pie. And I said, use chili. And they had a can of Skyline chili, which is really not like the chili that you would eat. I mean, they use Skyline chili. And I'm like, there's no rules here. Go ahead and use the Skyline chili. And actually, it turned out to be pretty good. So, but I would love to visit Cincinnati and actually go to Skyline and actually go to Gold Star and try their chili like in the restaurant, as opposed to in the can. But if you can get it in the can, you get it in the can. I'd like to try to find some place around here that has it. I suppose you can get it online, but yeah, Cincinnati chili it is. Western New York by Pennsylvania border. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're very close to Ohio there, or on the other side of Ohio. All righty. How are we doing on time? 4:45. You got we did one. We're running a little slow today, but we'll get there. All right, let's do another snack. Let's see. I just thought this was appropriate because we're doing like, you know, low cost grocery stores. So my market basket bag that I got when I went to Market Basket in Massachusetts. More for your dollar, right there. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do the simple stuff here. I think let's do this guy next. That one makes me a little bit nervous because it's something you would use in charcuterie, but we're going to try that. So let me go ahead and read a question. We got about 3/4 of the questions and they're done. Queso is made from cream, chili pepper, and what other ingredient? Again, queso is made from cream, chili pepper, and what other ingredient? That's going to sit there. So this is called Jacüterie, which I guess is the company or the product line. Jacüterie, and this is sliced finocchiona. I guess that's a thing for charcuterie boards. And again, this came from the 99-cent only store. Jacüterie was founded in 2012 by Jack Peel at Herondale Farm in Ancramdale. How am I saying that? Ancramdale, New York. So this is sliced finocchiona. It's Tuscan-style pork salami with fennel, garlic, and black pepper. Actually sounds good. Ready to eat. Let's see. Dry cured sausages are inspired by European salami in small batches in upstate New York using pork with no added antibiotics or hormones. Federal regulations do not permit the use of growth hormones in pork. All right. Let's see. No other things, so we're just going to get right to it. I'm wondering if this is something that can be resealed. I don't see anything like that, but I might just have to cut it open. Because, you know, obviously you're going to eat the whole thing. Let's try it from the top. Let's see if that works. That does not work. Oh, you really have to. I still can't get into that. What am I missing? Oh, here's a little thing here. Let's see. That does absolutely nothing. Isn't this fun? Oh, wait. We solved it. We solved the mystery. There we go. It's an odd color. I thought maybe it was going bad or something. It's not. It's fine. Let's see. I got this. Let me put it on this. We'll get a couple of pieces of that. Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, is back. Welcome, Doodle. Welcome back, Doodle. I know you smell meat, but you can't have that meat. That probably has all kinds of stuff in it that you can't eat. You can, however, have another piece of snack. That's why we only gave you one piece of snack earlier. And this way, you can have another small piece. What do you think? Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. I hear you heard me say Doodle, and he kind of jumped a little bit. Got a little bit nervous by that. Put that on a cracker with cheese. I bet that would be good. You want that? You don't want that? I'm going to put that right here. And if you want that, you can have that. That's going to be right there. All right. No, he doesn't want that. He wants this. He wants this. Let's see. There we go. You can see little pieces of black pepper in there. I bet it would, Scott. Here you go. It's kind of a weird, like, I just feel like a little numbing thing. Maybe it's the black pepper. I think it's the black pepper, but it's like a killed part of my tongue. It's kind of weird. Val, I'm drinking a Steel Reserve. I have not had one of those, John. I will have to try one though. I would like to do a malt beverage I think Still Reserve is a malt beverage, is it not, John? I think it is. But I've not done them. I did a fortified wine episode. I did not do a malt beverage episode. And when I say malt beverage, I'm talking about like the things that pass as beer, but are a little bit higher in alcohol content and everything. So like Mickey's or Schlitz malt liquor, stuff like that. We got to do that. Peppercorns, yes, peppercorns will do that, and I think they are doing their job. And kind of weird. It's like a little bit waxy, also a little bit greasy, but you know, it's like a pork sausage. Of course, it's greasy. No, it's really weird. Does kind of weird things to my tongue. It's like it coats my tongue, and then the peppercorns kind of have this weird effect on my tongue. I feel like there's something stuck on my tongue. It's kind of weird. That is weird. That's weird. Maybe, I don't know. That's really weird. Really weird. I'm gonna give that a thumbs in the middle. I mean, the flavor is good. It's really interesting and everything, but that weird thing that it does to your tongue, I don't know what's up with that. That's bizarre. That's really strange. It feels like it's killing pieces of your tongue. But it comes back after a while. Like there's something coating your tongue, and it just kind of numbs your tongue in that spot. It's really weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Thumbs in the middle on that. Eli, I did not see. I guess Blumgum is on the main show on Reckless Eating. He has not been on Reckless Eating for, I would say maybe a couple of years. So yeah, it'd probably be good to see him. I have not seen it yet, so I will be sure to tune in and see, or to watch that when I have some time to watch that. How long an episode is that main show? They used to run like almost an hour or so, but I don't know. I think they're shorter now. All right, let's go back to our question. Yeah, that's weird. It makes me nervous. All right. I mean, it's not doing anything in my insides or anything, just my tongue. It's kind of weird. Queso, I say that, and now my throat's feeling weird. Queso is made from cream, chili pepper, and what other ingredient? Let's see. Janice said cheese. Eli said queso. Yeah, sure. I see what you did there, Eli. I see what you did there. John King said cheese. Let's see. Icehan said cheese. Scott Mansfield said queso. I see what you did there too, Scott. Adam said oranges. That's, unless we were talking about something else. That's kind of funny. Yeah, it is cheese, which is queso is Spanish for cheese. So there we go. Did you know that queso is used as a dipping sauce and is often made from a blend of melted cheeses? I did not know that. All right. Okay. So how are we doing? And we're almost at the hour point, and we've done 2 snacks. We need to step this up a little bit. All right. I'm going to do this next just to kind of get that flavor or that feeling off my tongue. So I'm going to do that next. Here we go. Or maybe have some of this. That is so weird. The question, let me put it in the snack. Oh, I did. All right. In which country did cheese fondue originate? Again, the question, in which country did cheese fondue originate? Now, this, I'm seeing I'm pointing in the right place. This is from Golden Fresh Farms, and the way it's on the label, I'm going to read it just the way it is on the label. Golden Fresh Farms Ring Peach Chamoy. I think it should say peach peach chamoy rings or chamoy peach rings. Maybe it doesn't matter what order you put those things in it. So Golden Fresh Farms was founded by Olindo Mastronardi in 1954 in Wapakoneta, Ohio. And they also do business as Promate Produce. And these are peach chamoy rings. So it's going to be like a gelatin thing, peach flavoring, and chamoy, which is a Janice, you had the best description of chamoy. What it is? It's like a sauce. It's made with peppers, but it's also made with something sweet. And if you go to the grocery store, you can see it sometimes in these bottles that are like bright red bottles. Janice, can you elaborate on what the chamoy is? All right, so this is made with maltose syrup, sugar, water, gelatin, sorbitol. That's all the stuff that holds it together. And then you get into apple juice from concentrate, citric acid, because there's citric acid in everything. Let's see. Malic acid, artificial flavors, pectin. Pectin is what they use to make certain jellies. Carnauba wax, sodium citrate, artificial colors, chamoy flavor, ground paprika, ground cayenne, acid citric, not citric acid, acid citric, granulated sugar, water, and salt. Okay, well, we're just going to try this. Maybe that's it. Is that it? That is it. Okay. They smell hot. I'm sure they're nothing as hot as the ones Janice gave me. Texture on this is different. It has that sugar on the top of it. That kind of that has a kick that comes in afterwards. Hey, I know you don't want this at all. You don't want that. Trust me. That's a level of dogness that you're not ready for, Doodle. We got to find room for everything here. There's that sweetness with spiciness, just a perfect level of spice. And it's got a kick, but it's not like crazy, like burn your tongue hot. The peach flavor, I don't know, could be peachier, I think. It's a candy. It's a sweet candy. We'd like to see the peach flavor a little bit more, maybe not quite as sweet. Level of spice is really good and everything. I'm going to say thumbs up, trending downward slightly. Hey, Doodle, you want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? They're over there. They're over there. See? No, over there. Look, Doodle, over there. Over there. Watch, follow my finger. Don't you see the little dog in there? That's you. You see the little dog? Yeah, there you go. No, you don't see that? All right, that's okay. Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. It is sweet and tangy. It is. Pickled fruit. It does taste a little bit like pickled fruit. Chamoy is a variety. Here goes Janice. Thank you, Janice. Chamoy is a variety of savory sauces and condiments in Mexican cuisine made from pickled fruit. Oh, okay, there we go. Pickled fruit. Yeah, it does taste like pickled fruit. Hi, Doodle. I know. You're such a sweet little dog. Everybody loves you, Doodle. Everybody. Show of hands, who loves Doodle? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, Doodle goes, Doodle loves Doodle. All right, let's do another. Let's read the card. The question was, in which country did cheese fondue originate? Let's see. Janice Yamanaka said Switzerland. Andrew said Switzerland. Welcome, Andrew. I neglected you, Andrew, and I did not see you enter the room. So welcome, Andrew. I know a few Andrews. Are you one of the Andrews that I know? Like personally, are you one of the Andrews that I know? And if so, like, where are you from and what brings you here? And you may have been on the stream before, but it's been a while and I can't remember because I'm old. So please remind me, but welcome, Andrew. Dude needs a cape and a top hat. No, he needs a cape and a crown. You know, a Prince of Dogness crown. That's what it is. All right, Doodle, I need to put you right here for a second, okay, while we get into this. So, had to swallow something there. Cheese fondue was popularized as a national dish to increase cheese consumption in Switzerland. Always as something to increase consumption. All right, let's do another snack. Let's see, that would be 4, and then we'll go into our. Let's see. Let's do these next. Put that up there. Let you guys peruse that for a while and go ahead and ask a question. These last ones are hard to get to. I think there's 2 there. Nope, there's only 1. Is there only 1? Nope, there's 2. All right. The question is, in which, oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. You guys can look this one up. In which region of Spain did gazpacho originate? In which region of Spain did gazpacho originate? Let's stick that there, and let's do our next snack. So this is from Ottogi. Ottogi Corporation was founded in 1969 by Ham Ti-ho in Anyang-si, Korea. And so this is a little bit odd. So this looks like instant ramen, right? It looks like you just put this in a pot with water, some water, and has sauce and stuff like that. But right there, it says, don't boil it, smash it. So this is pushu pushu, noodle snack, spicy rice cake flavor. Now, if you look at the instructions, yeah, we don't care about the ingredients. Take out the spices and smash noodle. Sprinkle spices, shake and enjoy. So that's what we're gonna do. Doodle, don't mind me. I'm just gonna cut the top off this bag. I'm just pacing you, dude. I could give you another snack, but I'm pacing you because you can't eat snacks all day like I do. I mean, you know, it's instant ramen. What I think this might be is it might be like they also make instant ramen, and it might be that dude, you can't have this. It might be that they like they're imperfect or they don't come out right and everything, and so they make it into, you know, something that you can eat like this. So, has anybody ever tried these before? Has everybody ever done this? I mean, it just seems like you're just basically eating instant ramen. I know they say smash it, but with my luck, it'll get all over the place, and I don't want to do that. I very like raw ramen noodle. I don't think I've ever had that, Pierre. Pierre, I recognize you from, you leave comments a lot on our episodes, but I don't recognize you in the stream. Have you, is this your first live stream? Have you been in the live streams before and I just don't remember? Because like I said, I see that you leave comments all the time. Yes, oh, well, welcome. Everybody, please give Pierre a warm and hearty Trippy Food welcome. Or should I say Pierre Alexander, because there's a hyphen in there. Have you tried Jack Link's Wild Dr. Pepper? Jack Link's Wild Dr. Pepper. I want to say that we did. I want to say that we did review that. Janice, could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor? Could you look at our past episodes and see if we reviewed Jack Link's, like Dr. Pepper, Jack Link's Dr. Pepper? All right, so we smashed it up, and now we're adding the seasoning. And again, I honestly believe this is probably like a ramen soup, and they just having you eat it without cooking it. That's my guess. All right, typical orange powder. Ooh, where did that come from? Don't eat that, Doodle, because I don't know what's in that. I have no idea what's in that. As a matter of fact, I gotta clean that up. No, you don't want that, Doodle. You don't want that, trust me. We don't know what's in that. I don't even know what's in that. I'm sure it's not good for a dog. Even a cute little dog like you, Doodle. It's gonna make me sneeze. I make such a mess. I'm just such a messy guy. All right. So we shook that up. And I covered. Ooh. We'll have a look at that. It looks like smashed up ramen. Some hard work sauce in there. That would make it soggy though. I don't think this is supposed to be soggy. No, but I do need, because I really smushed it up. I think maybe I should have like left some bigger chunks. I got to eat this with a spoon. Yes, Janice, I am eating rocks. Thank you, John. You are cool as well. The king of cool. Get it? See what I did there? That was interesting. There's that ramen flavor, but that texture is kind of like, I won't say misleading, but a little bit unusual. I'm getting a rice cake flavor. It is spicy, but it's not crazy spicy. I don't even want to know how much salt is in that powder, though. Like the sodium in that powder, probably off the chart. That's nice. That's a nice snack. I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to eat, and it's like I said, maybe I just smashed up a little bit too much. And this is gonna sound really weird, but that mixed with popcorn, I think sounds like a really good snack. You make a bowl of popcorn, mix that in with the popcorn. I think that would be pretty good. I have some popcorn I made last night. I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna mix that with popcorn and see what it is. That's actually pretty good. That's gonna get a thumbs up from me. I can't find any Jack links Dr. Pepper on your channel unless it was a live stream. Oh, that's possible. Yeah. I don't know. Is that something new, Miguel? Is this the Jack links Dr. Pepper new? Let's see. What did we do? We did some other stuff that was Dr. Pepper flavored. We did the Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps, which is probably like the favorite Peep. I don't like Peeps, but it was probably the favorite Peep that I've had was the Dr. Pepper one because they hit even the smell of Dr. Pepper. They got that one right on the mark. Mix that into popcorn. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Eli. I'm going to mix it with popcorn. Are you doing the mixture at the end of the stream? The Goût Mélange, yes. We're going to do a 99-cent only Goût Mélange. Val, I found the pickle flavored jelly beans. Oh, cool. John, did you already eat them? Have you tried them yet? Our question was, in which region of Spain did gazpacho originate? For anybody who doesn't know what gazpacho is a tomato. It's a tomato-based soup. Basically, it's kind of like it's almost like you put tomatoes in a blender, but it's not as smooth or creamy as what you think of tomato soup, and it's usually served chilled, like cold. It's really, really good. If you like that sort of thing. So let's see. Janice said the Iberian Peninsula. She looks like maybe she was the only one that answered that. It is, in fact, Andalusia. Now, Janice, I think you're right, only because I think the Iberian Peninsula is all of Spain and Portugal together. I think that's all. So I think you're correct because it includes all of Spain and all of Portugal. But technically, the region is Andalusia. Did you know that pora antequerana, maybe I'm saying that wrong, is a form of gazpacho which is similar to bread soup? It's similar to bread soup. I never heard of bread soup. So there we go. I bet some Dr. Pepper sauce, barbecue sauce would be. I bet it would be good. A lot of people put Coca-Cola in their barbecue sauce, or at least they kind of marinate what they're going to barbecue in Coke. It would not surprise me if they do with Dr. Pepper as well. I think maybe we did Dr. Pepper jelly beans. Maybe. I don't know. I will have to find them. I will definitely have to find them. Gazpacho campechana. Huh. I think that would work. It's not spicy though, and campechana would be because campechana is mostly chilies, So it would be slightly different, but I think it would work. I don't see why it wouldn't, Eli. I think you'd want to add some hot sauce to that or something there. All righty. So it is time on Trippy Foods when we do our soft drink. So I'm going to put that up there, and let's ask a question. Let's see, we're at the hour mark, and we got, no, I think we're good. I think we're really good. We're at the hour mark, and we're on our beverage, which means we've got 4 snacks left. We're good. We are good. All right. So the question is, which course would shrimp and grits traditionally be served for? Which course? So like which meal? Which course would shrimp and grits traditionally be served for? I think you are seeing things about that gazpacho. You are delusional. That's good. That's good. All right. So our beverage of choice, our soft drink of choice today is the company's Pocas. And this is matcha Taiwan Classic Bubble Tea. It doesn't get any more basic than that. If you guys have had bubble tea, classic bubble tea, it's tea with milk and boba. And boba, there's 2 kinds of boba. So you have their traditional boba, which is tapioca. They also call them tapioca pearls. They have a chewiness to them, but they're made with tapioca. And then you have that popping boba, which is kind of like, it's like this thin skin. I don't know what it's made with. And then there's like a liquid inside it so that when you bite into it, it kind of bursts, sort of like sushi. Like, not sushi, like the, what do you call the eggs? The fish eggs. Caviar, like caviar, kind of pops. Something similar to that. But it's not really like true traditional boba. So this is traditional tea with traditional boba in it. And I believe it's a milk tea. See if there's any milk in here. We have the ingredients. Warning, choking hazard. Yeah. I'm not going to go through that list. That is a long list of ingredients. Wait, it's not even in English. Wait, that one is. Okay. Let's see. Modified topic. Whole milk. Yeah. Whole milk powder. It's kind of weird. All right. So it says shake it up. I did earlier, but we're going to do it again. Now, typically these things, like if you go to get boba, if you go to get like milk tea boba, they'll serve it in a cup, and you'll need one of these. And if your home does not have one of these, have multiple ones of these, then this is what you need. This is actually a boba straw, technical boba straw. It did not come with this can, but I happen to have some boba straws here. Now you'll notice, let me open that up. You'll notice that one end of that is cut at an angle, and you can see how big around that is. And the reason is because you put it in with the cut angle down, and that way you're able to get the boba balls up into the straw. Otherwise, like drinking it out of a can, the reason I'm going to definitely put this in a glass is because I want you guys to see what this looks like. There we go, glass. That's very green. I don't know, we're going to get the whole can in there. Now, typically in a can, those boba, you see, I don't know if you see them coming out. They all get kind of stuck in the can. I wish I had let's see, how can I do this? I'm going to, let's see, do I have something I can use? I'm going to open this up a little bit if I can without killing everybody so that we can get all that boba out. Maybe go with the scissors. I just want to make sure we get all the boba out. And so boba is typically made with a machine called a fett. So it is boba fett. Nobody? Nothing? There they go. All right, there they go. And typically these don't float. They typically sink to the bottom. Sounds like we got more in there. All right. So let me do this without, I'm right at the top. You can see the little boba balls down there. I'm going to get my boba straw. These aren't as chewy as some boba balls are. This is almost like a rubbery consistency, like a jelly consistency. It was a little bit odd. Maybe they were going for something that was between the popping boba and the tapioca pearls. That is better. Ice hand. 10 points. That's really pretty good. It doesn't have as much tea flavor. Like, I kind of wish it was a little bit stronger, and the green tea flavor. It doesn't have as much flavor, but it's pretty good. I've had much better boba before, much better like milk tea boba, but it's pretty good. It's okay. Like if you're going to buy a can of that and enjoy that, it's going to be okay. It's not horrible. It's not the best. The boba is kind of an odd texture because, like I said, it's almost more rubbery than it is chewy, like typical boba. I'm gonna think of that one a thumbs in the middle. If it took it in a different direction somewhere, that would be fine. But it's just kind of like it's okay. Like if you're just in the mood for a milk tea boba and you grab that, everything is probably going to satisfy you, but it's not going to wow you. So yeah, thumbs in the middle. Let's go back to our question. Our question was, which course would shrimp and grits traditionally be served for? Let's see. Ice Hand said breakfast, and Jenna said breakfast. It is, in fact, breakfast. Did you know Jekyll Island, Georgia, is home to an annual festival dedicated to shrimp and grits? And I will tell you that that festival usually takes a turn for the worse when Jekyll Island becomes Hyde Island. I just made that up. That's not true. Alrighty, so let's do this before we. I have a weird feeling about this, but we're going to try that anyway. Let me see if I can get some of the boba balls in there. I don't want to do the obvious disgusting thing. Use the spoon. Val will use the spoon. It looks like deer poop. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like deer poop. All right. I have a bad feeling about this. This is going to go everywhere. I did it. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. All right. And this, well, they're both green. How bad can it be? One tastes like apple pie, one's sweet. And it's funny because once I mix that in, then I get that alcohol smell, which I really wasn't. I was getting an apple pie smell now, and now I'm getting that alcohol smell. Let me get this so I can get some boba in there. Really get that apple. That apple is just like, it's not bad. Val, would you eat grubworms? I've eaten grubworms. Roasted, I don't know, like if you mean some other way, but yeah, I've eaten grubworms before. Very few insects that I can think of that I have not eaten. I've not eaten dragonflies, but I went to a bug fair where one of the bug chefs was cooking dragonflies. I just didn't get a chance to try one. But I've had scorpion and tarantula. I've had water bug. I've had, I don't know, just about any insect that you can eat, I think I've eaten, including some that most people haven't eaten, like maggots. So there you go. Together, it's not bad. So the weird thing is the apple flavor with the milk tea is just kind of an odd flavor because you typically wouldn't find those together, but it's not bad. This is probably one of the few concoctions that actually kind of, I don't want to say it works, but it's not really that bad. So I'm going to give that. I'm going to give that a thumbs in the middle. It's not obviously something you'd want to do. The apple kind of overpowers everything else, but you don't taste the alcohol so much. It's not too bad. I'm going to say thumbs in the middle. So there we go. All righty. So let's get cranking. Let's see what we got. Wait for 4 left. I'm going to try. Everything here looks spicy. Everything is spicy. So let's see. Let's try least favorite. No, they're all spicy. So I guess it doesn't really matter. So let's do these next. Dragonflies look like they wouldn't have much meat on them. They look super lean. Yeah. And you know what dragonflies eat, right? Ice Hand, do you know what like the main food of dragonflies are? All right, so this is from Snack Factory. We've done Snack Factory snacks before, and I think we've even done some Pretzel Crisps before, but this was a different flavor. So this is buffalo wing. So Snack Factory was founded in 1981 in Charlotte, North Carolina, but it is now owned by Campbell's. So it is an offshoot of Campbell's. We're going to just go ahead and try this. Bold and spicy, bold and spicy, bold and spicy. Thin, crunchy pretzel crackers. Rethink your pretzel. Well, I don't want to rethink my pretzel. I like my pretzel. Other bugs that I've eaten? Yeah. So I have obviously eaten silkworm pupa. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see where the scissors are pointing right there is a bottle of silkworm pupa oil. And that's going to get used at some point in time. It was a leftover from one of Matt's, I think it was I want to say it was a live stream. So I've done silkworm pupa. I've done mealworms, of course. I've done, let's see, what else have I done? The ants. I've done all kinds of ants. I've done like black ants. I've done lemon ants. I've done the Colombian leafcutter ants, which I love. It's like one of my favorite insects to eat. Is the Hormigas colonas. Love those. Wow, it has that buffalo wing smell. Nice and crispy. A little salty. They're pretzels, right? You get that initial wing sauce flavor, but it disappears pretty quickly. Once you start getting down into the pretzel. I didn't read a question, did I? Oh, we'll catch you on the next one. I like these. They just need to up I need to get a jar of wing sauce, a bottle of wing sauce. I have Frank's hot sauce, Frank's Red Hot wing sauce. I don't know if that's traditional or typical or not. I do love the flavor of wing sauce, the buffalo wing sauce. They need to up this a little bit. Not sure how they do that with something that's going to be dry and crunchy, but it's there. It just, they need to amp that up a little bit. Otherwise, love the texture. I like the flavor of the pretzels. That's going to be a thumbs up trending downward. Just would like to see a little bit more buffalo. What I'm going to do afterwards, I'm going to try the bottle of the Frank's Red Hot wing sauce. I'm going to try put some of that on there. I would go get it now, but I don't want to interrupt the stream. All right, I'm running out of space up there. I'm just going to pop that up there. I didn't read a question, so I don't have to answer the question. I say it, if you can suggest a bug that I haven't had, let me know. I'm willing to try them. But obviously, some bugs are not edible, and a lot. If you ever decide you want to try insects, definitely get them from someplace where they breed them for food. There's some companies that breed crickets. There's another one, crickets and grasshoppers. The chapulines, the Mexican Oaxacan grasshoppers. I had those too. If you decide you want to eat something like crickets, do not go outside and catch crickets and eat them for multiple reasons. One, a lot of those have parasites. Two, a lot of those have had exposure to chemicals and pesticides, and they'll have those in them and everything. So not healthy. Always go to somebody who breeds them specifically for like food for animals and everything, and get those, and those will be much better. All right, so our question before we, no, let me put what we're going to eat up there. Let's do these first. Let me do this one first. Here we go. Sit. Good boy. All right. The question is, what type of crackers feature in traditional s'mores? Again, what type of crackers feature in traditional s'mores? All right, that goes there. And we're going to get to this. So this is a Slim Jim. Snap into a Slim Jim. This is a Slim Jim, and Slim Jim was invented by Jack Comella. Maybe his nickname was Jim, but his name was Jack Comella. Invented the Slim Jim in 1929. That's how old these things are. Invented the Slim Jim in 1929 in Philadelphia. In 1967, he sold the company to General Mills for about $20 million. Do you know how much $20 million was worth in 1967? That's a lot of money. That guy, I mean, now, yeah, he had to wait like 50 years because there's a little bit of a pause there between 1929 and 1967, but $20 million in 1967, that was not chump change. So this is Slim Jim. This is a Slim Jim. You guys have all had Slim Jims before, but this is Tabasco seasoned smoked snack stick. There's a list of ingredients about the size of my arm. I'm not going to read through those, but we're just going to go ahead and try this. No doodle. I know this looks like something that you can have, but it's really not something that you can have. I can't give this to you. And I will give you another piece of snack, but I'm going to have to pace you on this, and I will give you a small piece of snack. Let's see. That one's empty. You got to pace yourself, brother. You'll be as big as me someday. I can wear my clothes. All right, here we go. I'm going to give you a little piece of this. All right? You know that? All right. Little pieces, dude. Little pieces. Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. All right, here we go. Figure out how to open this. Let's just do this. Time's wasting, and we got a show to do. Kind of odd. I mean, just look like it really looks like a stick. Yeah. Snaps off easy enough. $211 million in today's money. Yeah, that's some good money. Where's the Tabasco? It tastes smokier than a Slim Jim. That's good. I like that. Dole crackers. There's a spiciness that comes in at the end. But it's not like you get that Tabasco flavor. You get the Tabasco heat, and it comes in afterwards, after you've been chewing that for a while. That's not crazy, though. You get like that vinegar from the Tabasco sauce. You do get that vinegar kind of flavor. That's kind of nice because, like I said, when you originally bite into it, you don't really get that. And then the longer you eat it, the more you eat it, the more you get that the Tabasco heat comes in, and at the very end, you get the Tabasco flavor and everything. So that's going to be a thumbs up. That's really good. These aren't the best quality meat, not even for like a jerky or something like that. It's not going to be, which is why they're not expensive. And they had these at the 99-cent only store. But yeah, they're actually pretty good, and it's like for a quick snack and everything. That's a thumbs up. All right, so the question was, what type of crackers feature in traditional s'mores? Let's see, the answers were, Janice Yamanak said graham cracker. Miguel Rangel said graham cracker. John King said graham crackers at first. Tom said quat crackers. That is the correct answer. John King said Doler crackers. That is the correct answer. They are, in fact, graham crackers. And like s'mores are such a common, well-known thing that, who doesn't know that you don't use graham crackers for s'mores? So did you know August 10th is National S'mores Day in the United States? So it's coming up. Be sure to stock up on s'mores because August 10th is coming up. Sure, whatever. All right. So as long as we're on our meat stick binge, let's do this one next. There we go. I don't know if you guys did notice that, see, right there, Val and Doodle. So we have Tiny Val. Tiny Val has been cemented to Doodle. And then we have the 3D printed Tiny Val, not as Tiny Val. So they're joining us today. I've never, are you serious, Tom? You've never had a s'more? All right, Tom, your next live stream for dessert, you need to make s'mores. Right? Can you do that? Can you do that, Tom, for your next live stream? Do s'mores? I mean, you have to if you've never had it before, right? Everybody will enjoy watching you. There's nothing special about the present, how you make them and everything. But hey, Steve Russell has just entered the room. Welcome, Steve. All right, let's go ahead and read a card. And the question is, which tapas dish? So if you're not familiar with tapas, tapas is served in Spain, and they're small dishes. They're small shareable dishes, sort of like banchan in Korean food. Which tapas dish features fried diced white potatoes covered in a spicy tomato sauce? This one is a little bit more difficult, so you please look this one up. Which tapas dish features fried diced white potatoes covered in a spicy tomato sauce? I can put it in for the voted dessert. There you go, Tom. I mean, I think it'd be good for you because that way it's something, they're easy enough to make, and it's an experience for you since you've never tried them before. And everybody can watch you try them for the first time. So that'd be fun. So there we go. All right. So this is, I did read the question. This is Jack Links. Now, Jack Links does have an apostrophe S. So in other words, you're like, links like sausage links, but it's Jack, and it's like, what's the deal with the links and everything? The person who founded the company, his name is Jack Link. So this is Jack Link's sausage, right? So Jack Link's was founded by John Jack Link